us to everybody?
First, the Countess, Beverly,
The Countess.
my wife. Then there's Amber Dawn, the firstborn. Then there's China Rose, and then there's Andy, Andrew West.
So
That's
Beverly, I
us.
understand you are a former model.
I'm from Chicago, and real interesting story is we went back there about 2 years ago to visit, and I decided to go back to my old neighborhood like we all do. And it turns out I lived right across the street from where the Obamas live now.
Oh my God, that's
But
outrageous.
isn't that great?
Yeah.
But what's fascinating is they won't let you on the street now.
Oh,
They've got
yeah.
guards up and
Yeah.
walls up. But anyway, that kind of fascinated me to know that.
And China, you have a very interesting spelling of your name. It's very beautiful. Mom, how did you come up with that?
China's name came in a dream to me, China Rose. I just
Oh.
thought it was stunning, and I was taking an afternoon nap and woke up, China Rose all in my head, and I called Shadoe, and he loved it, so here she is. In my mind, long term, I've always seen it in pretty writing and
Like the
curve.
signage for a business
Yeah,
kind
exactly.
of thing.
Yeah.
In lights. In lights.
Oh,
In
yeah.
lights.
Her own boutique or her own whatever. It's
Yes.
just
I'm just imagining the marquee from Boogie Nights just exploding. China Rose just
I like it.
sing in the.
Yes, with a little
China
ribbon.
Rose,
Yeah.
an exceptional place to go.
we've carved you out already.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's it like growing up with your dad, with Shadoe?
It was cool because he was always in the entertainment industry, doing voiceovers, radio, television. So I learned a lot about that industry, and now I'm trying to be a makeup artist and be in that industry too. So I learned a lot.
So what is your favorite childhood memory?
China and I grew up like super fortunate and blessed and had a really magical childhood, and there was never a birthday that was missed. We had the biggest birthday parties. I still run into kids that I grew up with that were at like my 9th birthday party, and they're like, I remember that birthday party. It was amazing. You know, because my parents would go all out, you know, and my birthday's in October, so I always had I had a lot of like Halloween themed like dress up parties and stuff, and we had a tennis court growing up in the house that we lived in, and they would just take over the whole tennis court with all different activities and games and prizes for costume contests, and for China's birthdays there'd be petting zoos and performers, and so there were a lot of like there's a lot of great like party memories, and they threw
love
each
that.
other a lot of parties.
Yeah.
They would have like a band come and play, or they'd have like fire eaters come to the house, or they would have
Really, that's all?
like just like all sorts of parties have happened. So we had a really fun childhood.
What's your favorite kind of dinner party to throw?
Well, I do like to cook, so I would say a smaller dinner party, because it's really hard to cook for a lot of people and really have it the quality that I want, because I'm so type A. Maybe like 8 people max. I love to go all out and like really set the table beautifully with lots of like fresh flowers. I go down to the flower mart, set the whole thing. I've got like beautiful napkins that I've collected. And one time we had a dinner where we cooked, was it bosam?
Oh yes. Oh,
Bosam, which is like a big pork shoulder, Korean style, and then we had all the Korean style side
all
dishes.
the sides, yeah.
So Shadoe and Beverly, you have the most beautiful family. You really
Thank
do.
you.
Can you share a secret or two?
I think my secret would be my parents.
Okay.
Because I had loving parents and that showed me a lot of magical things in life. And I was the only girl. And I mean, when I was a child, my mother would make me dresses that I would go in the Vogue magazines at, from 12 to 17 and have the best clothing that she would, she sacrificed for me. And I knew I wanted girls, and when I had girl babies, I was in heaven. I just loved being a mother and being a wife, and I also married the best guy in Los Angeles, if not the best father.
I married the other one.
The most
there you go.
handsome.
Yay.
And she married her father. In terms of
Twins.
personality.
That's very I'm really
It sounds
uncomfortable.
it's better than that sounds.
I get it. I get
Better
it.
than that sounds.
I know.
They do a lot
But
of
Andy and I are an
similarities.
awful lot alike. We
That's
have
right.
we have a lot in common.
So did you guys spend a lot of time together doing like trips?
These
or-
girls have traveled the world before they were 10.
Great.
I mean, literally, they went everywhere with us.
Yeah, either with us or with friends.
Yeah,
They've
to,
been all over.
The best and the worst put them together would have been Africa, because we got to take the girls on a safari.
I love that.
And at the same time, Shadoe almost died
Oh no.
because he got poisoned.
There's that.
Really?
And we were on a private island and couldn't get off the
And that
island.
island,
Oh
it
my
was
God.
on the safari.
on
We
the
were in the middle of the
safari.
jungle, yeah, in the middle of nowhere, and I was
You got salmonella?
I started
Oh,
yeah,
no.
salmonella poisoning, and my whole body was shaking like this when they flew me out to Johannesburg, and the doctor said, "Go to emergency right now.
Wow.
Don't wait."
He had 2 hours to live. Yeah.
I was
Horrible.
really dehydrated. They couldn't.
Wow.
They 16 times they tried to get needles
Oh.
in my arms. Before that, it was swell.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Great trip.
Yeah.
Great trip.
Great trip. Elephants, zebras. Yeah, but tell them about the Carmichael Show.
Yeah.
About
Yeah,
that.
so we were picked up for a second season.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's really fun. It's a sitcom on NBC starring Gerard Carmichael, and he's a stand-up comedian who's like really coming up in the game. A lot of people are starting to really find out about him. He had an HBO special directed by Spike Lee. So after that, he's gained this momentum, and so he's in charge of the show. This is his show. But it also stars Loretta Devine and David Alan Grier and
Wow.
Lil Rel Howery, Tiffany Haddish, and myself. And it's very topical. The show's kind of like a new take on
Family.
All in the Family.
Oh.
It's kind of like you've got the Edith and Archie Bunker kind of characters, and then the younger generation. Anyway, we're coming back in the new year with a second season.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Yay.
And you were in
Terrific.
22 Jump Street,
I was, yeah.
as well as Greeks.
Yeah,
for
Greek.
Many years.
That's how my husband and I met.
Yeah, I think exactly this time, 2008. Yeah,
Wow.
that was a great experience working on that show. Lasted what, 4 seasons? too,
4
right?
seasons.
Yeah.
And what are you doing now?
I recently finished a movie called Middleman with Jim O'Hare from Parks and Recreation, so that'll be out sometime next year. So I'm really excited for that to come out. And
He's also in The Walking Dead. He's iconic. They fly him around the country to promote his insane character.